Hey fam, hope you guys are doing great, and that you're having a great weekend. I hope that you're having a great weekend. Don't forget, it is Super Bowl weekend for all those who love football. I hope that you're gonna have a wonderful game. Now, guys, I gotta say I'm sorry. I apologize. Mea culpa. It is my fault. Uh, you've been waiting. I've made you wait very long before I can disclose the House Negro Award of the week. But don't worry. Don't worry. Keep calm, right? Because right now, what I'm going to do is to disclose my House Negro of the week. And I'm going to tell you something. You are going to be surprised. You are going to be surprised who I'm going to unveil to as the House Negro of the week. But when you're going to see it, though, you're going to say it totally makes sense. Let me tell you that. So, without any further ado, my people, drum roll, please. And here is my House Negro of the week. Yes, yes, it is Oprah Winfrey. It is Oprah Winfrey. And I'm going to tell you right away, don't start screaming and don't start cursing at me. Because straight up, I don't give a damn. I don't care. Because to me, that woman is just a filthy snake in the grass as a woman. She's just a house Negro, an asset of these powerful muggle that are actually also child abusers, which is what she's trying to portray herself as being the defender of. But she's hanging around with these type of people. So, to me, she's a snake in the grass. An asset for these people. A house Negro, like Malcolm X said, who is here to try to keep field Negroes like us in check. Right? Because they don't want to dirty their hands. So they send Miss Snake in the Grass to do the dirty job. And it seems like she loves it. You understand and you know why I picked her as being the House Negro of the week, right? Because here is the thing. You remember when Living Neverland came out, right? That show that was alluding that Michael Jackson abused two fake freaking survivors that went by the name of Safe Chuck, James Safechuck, and Wade Robson, something like that, right? You remember that? And those two crooks were accompanied by what's his name, Dan Reed, who was the producer, right? And finally, that show was kind of trying to, I'm saying kind of, was trying to have Michael Jackson canceled. And Oprah Winfrey, after watching, first of all, that show in the yacht, $3 million yacht, by the way, because they had to give that precision that the yacht was costing $300 million to let you know that this ain't no joke. Like we serious now, people. I mean, we're serious. It's a $300 million yacht. So the thing is serious, and the show is serious. She came and she gave us a 2-hour special Oprah Winfrey show. A 2 hour, I'm not talking about 1 hour, I'm not talking about an hour or 30 minutes. I'm talking about a 2-hour special show, Oprah Winfrey show, where she was trying to make people understand that what's is in there is powerful, that she did so many shows talking about child abuse and all that stuff, but that she never came close to be as clear and as good as the show that these crooks came up with, right? Which is Leaving Neverland, right? And by the same way, right, she was trying to, as I was telling you, get Michael Jackson, who was already dead. The guy was not even there to defend himself. He was already dead. So they were trying to cancel a dead man, dancing on his bones, dancing on his grave. That's what they were doing, actually, right? Led by that woman, that snake in the grass. And I'm telling you, I'm not even the one who gave her that name, right? If you remember correctly, right? So the only thing that saved Michael Jackson, and I have to give him props, is his fan base that came up with all the misconception, all the holes that were in the story of these guys, the wrong places, the wrong time, the wrong people. They came up with testimony of people that contradicted what they were saying, and so on and so forth. So finally, at the end of the day, they weren't able to have him cancel and to cause harm to his family, because that snake in the grass of a movement didn't care about what she was saying of the damage she could do to Michael Jackson's reputation, to Michael Jackson's legacy, hurting financially his kids, hurting financially his mother that she knew, that she met, that she interviewed, hurting financially his entire family and emotionally as well. She didn't care. So to me, like, if you're coming here to try to tell me that no, Oprah is this, Oprah is that, no, I'm telling you, I don't care. She's just a snake in the grass. She's a fake ass snake in the grass. A house Negro, right? And I'm going to make you listen to it a little bit, so that you remember, so that you can remember a little bit, like what she stood for.
I called up Dan Reed. I didn't know Dan Reed, and told him that, Dan, I said, you were able to illustrate in these 4 hours what I tried to explain in 217. And I know people all over the world are going to be in an uproar and debating whether or not Michael Jackson did these things or not, whether these two men are lying or not lying. But for me, this moment transcends Michael Jackson. It is much bigger than any one person. This is a moment in time that allows us to see this societal corruption. It's like a scourge on humanity. And it's happening right now. It's happening in families. We know it's happening in churches.
So people, again, like you heard, she didn't care. She didn't care if it was true or false. She didn't care about that. To her, it shows the grooming process and all that, and that's sufficient. She didn't care about the damage, the irreversible damage that it could do to Michael Jackson's legacy, right? To his family, to his children, to his mother. Michael Jackson gave her a freaking interview that put that woman on the map. And that's how she's giving thanks to him. By throwing them under the bus. By trying to get him canceled. Right? That's the woman that you guys are trying to support. It doesn't make sense to me. Now, this being said, you understand now where I'm coming from when I say that already she's a snake in the grass. And that I have absolutely no respect for that type of woman and for what she stands for. Absolutely none. But moreover, the reason why I gave her the House Negro of the Week, that's not the only reason. The reason why I gave her the House Negro of the Week is because when I was reading on and I was talking to some friends about the Epstein files, right? I told them that, damn, it kind of remind me like another high profile case where people that was very socialized, right? Where people tried to have Michael Jackson canceled and accuse him of sexual abuse and pedophilia and all that freaking stuff. And don't forget, Michael Jackson is not the same thing as the Epstein files, right? Michael Jackson was like two, three photos and the claims of 3 crooks, right? Who was trying to make some money, get a bag of money and stuff like that, right? With a lot of lies in what they were saying. So this is not the same thing, right? This wasn't the same thing. So I'll say that kind of remind me that type of stuff. But I said that it's incredible because when it was Michael Jackson, I mean, you could see all the media, certain celebrities, certain actors, singers, they went into TV station, radios were already starting to cancel the guy. Right? The guy, first of all, wasn't even there to defend himself. The material in terms of proof and all that stuff was totally bogus. And on top of that, Michael Jackson got out scot-free of a trial where he had 14 things against him, right? And he wasn't accused of any of them. He walked out of there hurt, diminished, his health affected, but free. Right? That's how he got out. He got through the trial. So, I look at this and I read those files. 3 million files. Photos. Videos, emails, court transcript, documents. And I'm telling to myself, yo, where the hell is Oprah? Guys, where can somebody tells me under what rock that snake in the grass is actually crawling right now? Because that's what she is. She is a freaking snake in the grass. A house Negro. Where is that house Negro crawling right now? Hiding. I mean, when you think about it, 3 million piece of evidence. I mean, she can do like an entire season, maybe 2 seasons with 2-hour specials every day. And it wouldn't even be over because I mean 3 million. There's other files. There's another 3 million files waiting. So I want to know, where is Oprah right now? Her that so much want to defend the people who are getting abused, the survivors. She got tons of survivors that are waiting to be interviewed, as she interviewed those criminals, those thieves, those con artists, those crooks. Yeah? And we also know that, yeah, in front stage we could see those guys here. The Dave Safechuck, the Wade Robson, the freaking egghead of Dan Reed. But we know that the financier of those shows are the same one that are pulling the strings of Trump, right? And that are applauding when he's doing his crazy stuff about the meme of putting the head of Obama and the Obama family on a monkey head, right? We know these are the same people that are financing, that did finance this Leaving Neverland show, and who tried to cancel an icon by the name of Michael Jackson that only did good in his life, but they tried to cancel him. And you have, so like Malcolm X said, when they try to do that, they're not doing that by themselves. What they do is send a house Negro to keep the field Negroes like us in check. So that's what I want to know, guys. Where the hell is Oprah Winfrey now that the Epstein files are out? Where is she? Nowhere to be found. Right? I guess she's maybe on that $300 million yacht where she watched the Leaving Neverland show, because hey, be careful. I mean, 300 million yacht. I mean, wow, this is serious stuff now, because they had to say that it's a 300 million yacht. right? Or maybe she's with her friend Harvey Weinstein, right? Who himself has been accused of being I don't know if he's been condemned, but as at least has been accused of being a sex offender, right? Maybe she's with him, hiding somewhere under a rock, crawling like a snake in the grass that she is, right? So that's why I'm telling you guys, like, you can come up and tell me, like, what are you doing? I don't care. I don't mind. I don't give a damn. She's a snake in the grass, right? Now is the time to represent. Now is the time to show that you care. Now is the time to do your 2 hour special. But no, she's not there. She's not there. And you know why she's not there, right? You know why she's not there. Because she's a snake in the grass. And that, I guess, the only way that you're going to see her come out and start waving that, oh, I care, oh, I want to show how people suffer, oh, I want to show this, is when a black man is involved and that they have to kill, and that they have to kill him, right? Kill his persona, kill everything that he has built, right? But if it does not involve a black man, she's not there. So guys, I'm telling you straight up, I'm telling you that woman, Oprah Winfrey, is my snake in my house Negro of the week. She is the snake in the grass, right? As people used to call her. And I'm going to try to find some stuff, right? And I'm going to try to show you a little bit of what was said when that woman, right? When it happened, when that woman was in the thick of it, what people actually think about her, because I don't even know if she still has some supporters. I don't know if she still has some supporters. But let's look a little bit, right? Okay, let's read. Okay, Epstein document mentioned John of God, one of Oprah's mentors, and a fraudulent spiritual healer who kept children as sex slaves in an underground location and sold their babies and organs for up to $40,000 on the black market before shipping some of the women to, I guess, to other countries to be abused. John of God faced over 600 allegations of rape, kidnapping, trafficking, and torture. Right? I'm not even going to read like all of it. Right? You get the picture. Now let's go down again. Right? Let's go down. Let's go down. As sickening as this is, wait until the general public finally learns that Oprah was a child trafficker and an extremely evil snake. I'm not writing it. I'm reading it, right? Hollywood stars, these people worship Satan. These people are sick. The ending will not be for everyone, right? Now, what do we have here? Oprah private jet was at Epstein Island 11 times, people. This is no joke. Again, I'm not the one saying it. I'm just reading the stuff, right? Whatever happened to all of the girls that got kidnapped from her school in Africa? Because yes, a little bit like Erica Kirk, she had a school in Africa. These people love Africa, right? To do their philanthropy. And finally we learned that, oh, some people have disappeared. They've lost limbs. They've lost organs. Little girls have disappeared, have been abused and all that. That's why they love Africa, these people, right? Let's keep reading a little bit. Apparently, the Oprah-approved spiritual guru Deepak Chopra is one of them. Deepak writes to Epstein, my biological needs are met occasionally. I do enjoy the company of younger, intellectually sharp, and self aware women and love to engage them to inspire and stimulate them. What a nice guy, right? Doing that for them. No worries. Now, okay, let's keep reading here. Where are the missing children from Oprah School in Haiti? Oprah was friend with convicted pedophile and organ trafficker John of God, made multiple trips to Epstein Island, and was good friends with Harvey Weinstein. Nothing to see here, folks. So, guys, I'm going to tell you quite frankly, right? I'm going to tell you quite frankly, that woman deserved most more than anybody else the House Negro of the Week. Definitely. She's a despicable, distasteful, disgusting snake in the grass House Negro. That's what she is to me. Right? So if you don't care and if you don't see it, I cannot do anything about it. Right? But she is a shady woman that try to kill the legacy of an icon, Michael Jackson, that gave her an interview that put her into on the map, right? She didn't care if the allegation on him were true or false, and actually they had more chance to be false because he already went through a trial that basically killed him, but she didn't care about that, right? She came on stage 2 hour show to dance on the grave of that man that gave her a chance. No matter if it was true or false, no matter the damage, the pain, the hurt, the harm she was doing to this man who was already dead, to his man's kids, to his man's mother, to his man's brothers, sisters, to his man's family, family that she knew, that she talked to, that embraced her with open arms. That's a lady for you. That's a lady for you. Despicable. That's a lady for you. What can I say, man? I mean, the only thing I'm going to do now, like I do usually, is to, like I do usually, is to give you this.
When black people like me talk to the slaves, they didn't kill him. They sent some old house Negro along behind him to undo what he said. You have to read the history of slavery to understand this. There were two kinds of Negroes. There was that old house Negro and the field Negro. And the house Negro always looked out for his master. When the field Negroes got too much out of line, he held them back in check. He put them back on the plantation. The house Negro could afford to do that because he lived better than the field Negro. He ate better, he dressed better, and he lived in a better house. He lived right up next to his master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food his master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could talk just like his master. Good diction. And he loved his master more than his master loved himself. That's why he didn't want his master hurt. If the master got sick, he'd say, "What's the matter, boss? We sick?" When the master's house caught a fire, he'd try and put the fire out. He didn't want his master's house burned. He never wanted his master's property threatened. And he was more defensive of it than the master was. That was the house Negro. But then
there you go. That's the house Negro for you. Despicable. Now, people, this is it. Now, let me hear what you think about the House Negro of the Week. I can't wait to read your comments about it. I can't wait. I've warned you though. Don't try to intimidate me. Don't try to curse at me. Don't try to scream at me. Because it is what it is. She is what she is. A snake in the grass house Negro. So let me know. Don't forget. Subscribe. Comment. Like. And most of all, share that video to as many people as you can. All right. So you guys take care, and don't forget to let me know who you think should be the House Negro next week. Right. Don't forget to tell me that, because I'm going to look into it and see if it makes sense. But you know that I'm very difficult, right? So take care about it, guys, and talk to you later.